Good morning. I'm Correctional Officer Velez with the New York City Department of Corrections and also a facility delegate at the George R. Vierno Center, GRVC. This past weekend, GRVC facility had approximately 12 slashings/stabbings incidents, which resulted in serious physical injury to multiple individuals in custody. Trails of blood followed down the hallways towards the area. However, all services still were rendered. Recreation, law library, nothing was suspended, even due to reduced staffing numbers. Medical attention was rendered, and upon completion, both the victims and assailants were returned right back to their assigned housing units to terrorize again and or fall victim to such violent behavior again. There were no repercussions for those violent acts, justice or peace of mind for the victims. And these incidents occur across Rikers Island, not just in one particular facility. Uniform and non-uniform staff are being assaulted, verbally abused, sexually harassed without provocation, and yet and still manage to come to work day after day to be subject to the repetitive violent behavior. What safety? What lockdown? When crimes are committed on the street, the accused are removed from the environment and placed in a restrictive environment you call jail. Now, when similar violent acts are committed in jail, the same should apply. You should be removed from an already restrictive environment to a more restrictive environment, punitive segregation. Punitive segregation should not be considered punishment, but viewed as a result of violent behavior and acts of crimes which threaten the safety of all individuals in custody, uniform and non-uniform staff, as well as the good order of the facility. Now, the misconception is that punitive segregation is inhumane, it's torture. The reality is, if you don't walk those halls and work in those areas, you will fall victim to the misconception. It's your job to reprogram your mind through learning in order to find solutions. Your limited mind will never allow you to see the truth. And the truth is, punitive segregation is neither inhumane and or torture. Program services are still provided. Social interactions are still maintained. But you know what is torture? The fact that repetitive violent individuals can physically assault and or harass other individuals in custody and staff and be returned to the same area with his or her victim to do it again with no remorse. There are absolutely no consequences for such violent behavior. Imagine being punched in your face, stomped on the ground, cut, stabbed, groped, verbally abused, and or having someone expose genital areas to you with derogatory slurs that disrespect you as a human, disrespect me as a woman. And there being no consequences or solutions for such behavior. Being subject to this, being subject to this is humane. Board of Corrections, not only do you establish and ensure compliance with minimum standards, you also enact regulations to support safer, fairer, smaller, and more humane jails. So at what point did you lose that focus? Where is accountability? So I'm asking that the Board of Corrections do your part and put safety first. Housing areas are overpopulated. Gang violence and assaults are on the rise. And instead of pointing fingers, let's help each other make jail safer. And banning punitive segregation is not a solution. Thank you.